What's up, everybody? I am back. It's Tuesday. Yesterday was a holiday, so I took the day off. Go join a union or thank a union member if you're in the U.S. If you're anywhere, thank a union member, but especially if you're in the U.S. I'm back. Got a new song. This is by a group called the Steam Powered Giraffe. They're just on my recommended page. No idea genre, anything. No idea how many members of the band there are. No clue. But the thumbnail looked interesting, and so I thought I'd check it out. Got my coffee, as always. I really need to collaborate with the Key of Geeb. He's also a coffee man. Okay, before we get into it, a couple things. First of all, I'm not a professional. I'm not an expert. You know, I know a little bit about music theory, but I'm not here to break it down for you. So please don't expect me to be in the weeds. And don't be a dick, right? I don't know anything about this. I haven't heard this band before. We'll all experience it together. I try to be thoughtful and considerate when I do these reviews. You know, I try to find what's worth finding as much as I can. And I would just ask that you guys keep that same energy in the comments. If you have anything to say, if you have any interesting information, please drop it on me. I love to learn stuff. If you know the band, if you know, oh, this band used to be this other band, whatever, right? I'm happy to learn that sort of stuff. So by all means, drop it in there. Just, again, let's try to keep it respectful. With that out of the way, let's get right into it. This is The Steam Rises by Steam Powered Giraffe.
Take a chance every day against this tide. I know the way to our hearts isn't a lie. And when it feels impossible, I stay just a little while, and then we'll see that reassuring billowing. The steam rises, and I know it's all okay. The steam rises, and we're feeling ourselves again. It's a bold accusation to say one will never be okay, 'cause the steam rises. Just look, I swear you'll see. The steam still rises from you and me. There's not a day that goes by where you leave my mind. The boiler in me burns, is yours still alive? And when I'm waiting for you to come back, these pistons still drive me. I know
really like that. We'll get the obvious stuff out of the way first. Um, yeah, I mean, steampunk, right? Not everybody likes steampunk. I think it's cool. I think it's, right, as with a lot of things, it can be cringe. But I think if that's what you're into and you feel comfortable expressing yourself by wearing a hat with, metal goggles on it or whatever, I think it's fine. I think it's good. I'm not a conservative. I don't believe that people should all be the same and all dress the same and all look the same. I think that as long as you're not like, showing nipple or whatever, I think you should be able to wear what you feel good in, what you like, what makes you feel, happy to be. So if you like dressing up like this, and look, this is a music video, right? This is a band. I don't know if this is their everyday attire or if this is just their, their shtick for the band. I'll run down a little list of artists I was reminded of, both visually and musically. Noah and the Whale, Dresden Dolls, Owl City a little bit, Death Cab a little bit. The Of Monsters and Men, right? You kind of got that stomp, clap, folksy, folk revival going on. The vocals are really nice. Like, here's what this sounds like to me, okay? And this could be totally off, but with the harmonies and the various styles of person that are in this group, what this feels like to me is people that met in like a college choral, right? They were in the choir together, maybe high school, maybe they were in a city choir. And again, could be totally off base there, but the amount of harmony that they're layering, that's people who have trained to sing, right? It's not just people who decided to start a band. These are all people who have either learned to sing as kids and just were good at it, or they have been trained throughout. I grew up in a Church of Christ, which is no musical instruments. We don't use musical instruments in the church. So it's all vocal. So there's a lot of emphasis on harmony. So for me, that matters, right? I really like a good harmony. So they've got multiple harmonies contrasting and diverging. Just really beautiful. The learning how to do all of the robot, right? So the reason they remind me of the Dresden Dolls is both because of the sort of appearance, right? The paint and all that, but also because of the busking, right? This guy looks like a guy who has spent a lot of like Saturdays standing on a box on a corner pretending not to be able to move, right? Again, maybe not true. It's fine either way. I think that's an interesting line of work if you're into it. But doing all the robot movements, right? Doing all the very herky, all that stuff. Look, is it the most complicated dancing in the history of the world? No. But it's still not easy, right? And to do it timed up with the music so that it all kind of goes together visually, musically, thematically. It takes practice. It takes work. I wouldn't be able to do that if you gave me like a week. I don't know. Maybe I could learn how to do it, but that takes skill. The other two vocalists, I don't know. I don't know what their jobs are in the band other than being backup vocals, if they have one, if they don't. This seems to be maybe from a video game. I can't tell if this is... So, like, is this a real band that makes music for a video game? Is this a group of programmers who made a video game and then decided they would make music for it? Or is it just a group that people brought in to say, we need music for this video game. Can you be session artists for us, right? You are in charge of making this. There's an artist I like called Life Formed who did the soundtrack to this video game called Dust Force, right? He's an artist outside the game. He does his own music, but what most people probably would recognize him from is the Life Formed, the Dust Force soundtrack. So I don't know if Steam Powered Giraffe, I don't know if they are a gimmick band like Cuckoo Kangaroo. I don't know if they are a serious band that has collaborated with this Steam World game because, I mean, you'd assume they have similar interests or what. But I'll probably check out more from them. I may do another video if there is one. I really enjoyed it. You know, it kind of reminded me of Big Rock Canyon Mountain, actually, which is a song from like the 20s or 30s. But it's that same sort of banjo-y, picking. Yeah, I like this one. I really am surprised, actually. I try to be open-minded, but I didn't know that I would enjoy this as much as I did. So, shout out Steam Powered Giraffe. Guys, go check them out. That'll do it for me, I think. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good day. Stay safe out there. Be good to each other. Drink lots of water, and don't talk to cops.